Now, I like to equate being a little late to the party to when you look at a stock, it's been moving, it's been grooving, it's been going higher. But just like a party that you're a little bit late to, you're kind of walking in and some people leaving. You're like, why y'all leaving? It look like it's hyping. When you're a little late, you got to kind of tamper your expectations a little bit. But it's just recognizing that you're a little late to the party when it comes to stocks and that you can't have these same expectations for profit or returns that the people had who were on time or early to the party. There might be some money to be made, but for the most part, I'm late to this party. I got to go find another party, AKA, I got to go find another stock. Hey, what's up, traders? Welcome to the 5-Year Millionaire Podcast. This is the podcast where we help you start your journey to becoming a millionaire in the stock market, ideally in 5 years. I want to break down this thought process of how to buy a stock when it's in its beginning stages, middle stages, or ending stages. And I like to compare it to a party. And see, there's the stages to a party. There's being early to a party. There's being on time. There's being a little late to the party. Then there's late to the party, and then there's the party is over. I'm going to break down all of those categories so that you can correlate it to the stock market and make you think next time you get ready to buy stock. If you're new around here, I'm Jason Brown, stock market coach and option trader, and I am here to remind you that you never go broke taking a profit, but you can't go taking a profit if you don't know the best times to buy and the best time to sell. So let's talk about being early to the party. When you think about a party and you go and you get there and you're early, you kind of pull up to the party and you're like, nobody's really here yet. I don't know if I should go in. Should I stay? Should I go somewhere else? You're like, where's everybody at? You check your watch. You're like, okay, maybe I'm a little early. Let me hang out and see what's going to happen. It's the same thing in the stock market. When you see certain stocks that have the potential to move higher, or maybe they're moving slow and you thought they were going to take off to the upside by now, it may just be because that you are early to the party. And early to the party may be you're waiting for earnings report, you're waiting for other people to get turned on to the stock, or you're just waiting for the natural course of their business to take off, but you believe it is a business of the future. You could relate that to Tesla. You could relate that to NVIDIA with AI and chips. It's like NVIDIA already was known for making computer chips and different chips for other reasons, but it wasn't until AI hit that the party really got started. And so that brings me to being on time to the party. You see, right now, a lot of us are on time to the NVIDIA party. And that's when you show up to the party and you're like, okay, a couple good looking guys here, a couple good looking girls here. Music is jumping. You're not the first one there, but there's enough people there to let you know that there is a party going on. And I think about NVIDIA like that. It's like, man, this has been you show up, you're like, this is a party. Okay, people are here. They're buying the stock. AI is a thing. They're starting to see earnings reports and forecasts that they can go higher because of how many chips they can sell. We definitely have a party here. And you're showing up, music's good, drinks are good, everything is good. We got us a party here. That's almost one of the better times to show up to a stock. But then there's a skill for being on time, for being early to a stock, because you get first crack at the girls coming through the door, first crack at the guys coming through the door, first crack at the drinks, any appetizers that are out there. Relating that to the stock market, you kind of get first crack at the best prices by being early before everybody gets there. But showing up on time has its advantages. Like the party's already started. I know for sure that there's going to be a party and I want to participate. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to spend my time, see who else shows up, see how hype or how good this party can actually get. Same thing with the stock. You like parties going on with NVIDIA. They got earnings. AI is a thing. Let's see how good the party can get. I wasn't here at the very beginning. I wasn't here early, but I'm on time and it's still a good party going on right now. Still enough time to have some fun. Now, when I think about being a little late to the party, it's when the cars pull up and it's like the party's been going for a while. The guys already didn't talk to some of the girls that they go talk to. Some of the girls didn't talk to the guys that they go hang out with. And so it's kind of slim pickings, but you like, I'm a little late. Let's see what's going on. Some people might be a little tipsy, might be a little bit drunk, but there's definitely still a party going on. Now, I like to equate being a little late to the party to when you look at a stock, it's been moving, it's been grooving, it's been going higher. But just like a party that you're a little bit late to, you're kind of walking in and some people leaving. You're like, why y'all leaving? It look like it's hyping. They're like, yeah, but we've been here for a while. We got here early, or we already been here. We'll go check out another party. That's how I look at certain stocks. If you think about Nvidia, I think recently it just pulled back about 20 points from the high. After it split stock, it ran up to about 140, then it pulled back to about 120. So you got a couple people that's like, I was here early. A couple other people like, I was here on time. It's been a good party. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Maybe take some profit. Let me go see what other party is going on, or just kind of chill out. Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe not, but I'm actually leaving, and you're late, a little late to the party. You're like, okay, well, y'all take it easy. I'm gonna come see what's going on. So I equate that to like the pullback. That's like little signs that like, okay, you didn't get there early to get the best price. You didn't necessarily get there on time when the party started because the stock ran up pretty big, then it split, and then it ran up again. But now we're starting to see cracks in the party, cracks in the armor. When you saw that $20 pullback, you're like, it's still a party going on, but definitely some people are leaving. That's the equivalent to being a little late to the party. And when you're a little late, you got to kind of tamper your expectations a little bit. You can't expect to come in and say, like, where's the next set of girls coming from? Where's the next set of guys that I'm going to talk to? Hey, is any more drinks coming out? You're a little late to the party. Some of the drinks have been drank. Most of the food has been ate, but there's still some crumbs, some late night pizza coming out to hold you over. But you're a little late to the party. But it's just recognizing that you're a little late to the party when it comes to stocks, and that you can't have these same expectations for profit or returns that the people had who were on time or early to the party. And then there's just the party, you're late to the party. Now, late to the party, you show up, everybody drunk, all the food has been eaten. There's no good people really left to talk to. And it's like, man, this party's over. Maybe even a fight broke out at the party. And so you're like, okay, clearly this thing is winding down. And matter of fact, the neighbors then called the police. Okay. And so neighbors then called the police. Police are on their way. And so you're late to the party. Like, it's over, no more food. In fact, if you don't leave soon, the police go show up. You might even get arrested or a citation for being there, right? And so that's late to the party. Late to the party, it's like the stock has kind of stopped going up and started to maybe go sideways and start a new pattern. And you're like, there might be some money to be made, but for the most part, I'm late to this party. I got to go find another party, AKA I got to go find another stock. And then there is the final stage, which is this party's over, baby. Police are there. They said, turn the music off. Everybody got to go home. They made you pour out the keg beer, said no more drinking. They issuing citations. The party is over. And some of us like to show up to the stock market when the party is over, when it's like, this stock is a has been. It used to be good. It used to be going up. Now it's going sideways. In fact, it's not even going sideways. It's starting to go lower and sell off. That means the party is over. But the funny thing is, a lot of people like to come in late or when the party is over and be like, do you think it can still go higher? It used to do this. And so the key to enjoying yourself, I should say, in the stock market party is being early and on time. If you can get to a stock early before everybody else gets to it, you might have to have a little bit of patience before the party really gets jumping. but you'll reap the benefits of doing that fundamental research, doing your technical analysis, and entering before everyone else catches wind that this is the place to be and that this is where the party is going to be. But that comes with some consequences. Like I said, the girls ain't really got there yet. The guys ain't really got there yet. At least the food is hot, but the party is not jumping. And then being on time, you're like, okay, we got us a party here. Being on time comes with paying attention, maybe setting alerts when a stock comes back and hits a certain level that you'd be interested in that, or it breaks out of a certain level that it couldn't before. You're like, I want to be right on time to that party. It's starting to move. I want to get a piece of that. And that comes with doing your homework, setting alerts, and having a game plan beforehand of when you would get involved with the stock, whether that's bullish or bearish, using calls or puts. But once that party starts, you got your alert set. It's like the text message your friend just sent you that said, look, there's girls here, there's guys here, they got the drinks flowing, come through, come to the party. That's what it means to set those alerts. It's like getting that text message sent to your phone. And you're like, I'm on the way. I want to be on time. Let me pull up. Okay. And then being late to the party, that's when those pullbacks start to happen. And you're like, I could get in. It pulled back, so I'm not buying it at the high, but people are starting to leave the party. I should pay attention and temper my expectations to fit it accordingly. But the people who come late to the party when the party is over, I typically find those are the people who didn't do any fundamental research on the stock. So they didn't know how to be early because they don't know how to do fundamental research. They didn't know how to be on time because they didn't know where the party was at. They never set any text alerts. They never did any fundamental research. And so they can't be on time. In fact, the only way they hear about the party is after their friends start to leave the party and tell them about it. Like, oh, yes, a party going on over there. It was fun. It was a good time. There's still some people there left. I think you should go check it out. Now here you come late to the party. That's what most people do with most of their stock trading. Oh, I heard about this. I'm thinking about getting this. Like, you're a little late to the party. Or they say Apple just released a new phone. It's like, they did, but you're a little late to the party because the people who were on time anticipated a new phone coming out. The people who were early was like, someday they're going to release a new phone. It's going to be part of AI. And so I want to be in it now, even though the Apple's not even talking about AI yet. But I know that they will be. Those are for the being early and being on time people. But the people who start leaving tell you about it. Now you come to the party a little late, and that's that pullback. Pulls back to an area where you could possibly walk into the party, meet some people. Same thing with the stock. But the people who come when the party is over, it's the consequence of not doing fundamental research, not doing technical analysis, not setting alerts, not even being informed. Matter of fact, you just blindly go to the party, not even realizing that the party's over. The police are already there. People are leaving. They're busting up the party. And usually those are the people who come in at the end of the day, buy the stocks at the highest prices. They pay the highest cover charge to get into that party. And then the fun, the energy just gets sucked out of the party because the party is over. AKA, that is when you start to lose money. So when you think about the stock market, I want this to play in your head next time you get ready to go buy a stock and ask yourself, whether you're buying a stock, whether you're buying an option, the question I want you to ask yourself, am I early to the party? And what does that mean? I mean, you did fundamental research. You got in ahead of the game. You did technical analysis. Am I on time? You did your fundamental research. You set some alerts. It's at a support area where you feel it's comfortable to buy before the stock takes off. Did you do all of that to be on time to the party? Or has the party been going for a while and you showing up a little late? You're like, whoa, this has already moved 20, 30, 40, 50%. I'm a little late, but I still think there's some room to show up and have a little bit of fun, right? In those situations, you want to be prepared for the pullback and say, let me wait till a couple people leave so it's not so crowded in the party. Then let me go in when a lot of, people are coming in behind me and want to see if they can get to the party late, since I'm a little late, but these people are going to be late, but there's still a party going on. AKA, did the stock pull back to a moving average? Did the stock pull back to support and give you an entry into the party? And then the last one you want to ask yourself, is the party over? You do not want to show up putting your hard earned money into a stock that may be at all time highs and the party is over, maybe at the end of the AI cycle and the party is over. And so you want to ask yourself those questions as well. Do they still have room to sell more products, generate more revenue? Has everybody who wanted to get into AI, for example, or I can use another example. Think about Zoom. Before the pandemic, people use Zoom, but when the pandemic hit, everybody had to rush in and get a Zoom account because everybody was locked at home. But then as that party got going and got really going good, you were late to the party about a year later because everybody who had a Zoom account that needed one had one, and anybody who wanted one had one. And so that party was over. So only thing was left is for people to start leaving the party, canceling their Zoom account when the world opened back up. People got back to meeting face to face. That party was over. So that's what I mean by when I say, when the party is over, you got to ask yourself, do they have room to sell more products and services? Same thing with Peloton. Everybody who wanted a Peloton bought one. So it's like, who else are they going to sell bikes to? They had nobody else to sell bikes to, and that stock came crashing down. Same thing with Zoom. Not many more people left to sign up, only people left to cancel. So the stock came crashing down. The party was over, but some of us rush in, and that's when we start to buy because we don't know what questions to ask, what technical or fundamental research to do. And so I hope this has been helpful in kind of giving you an alternative way to look at the stock market party, and more importantly, an alternative way to look at the different ways you want to join the party. Do you want to be early, on time, a little late, or do you want to get there when the party is over? I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this episode. I'm stock market coach and option trader Jason Brown signing off, saying, remember, you never go broke taking a profit. I'll see you on the next episode.